guess with the way my children eat, I have a lot of guilt over it, and that's because I feel like I'm not able to nourish them with, you know, meat, fruit, veggies, all the key parts of a diet. And I guess when going out, that's when things become difficult. How would you, like I usually take it like a pack, you know, like I take food with me everywhere, but it can be difficult to manage, like, why won't they eat a sausage, you know?
I feel like that's the hardest part, hey, is that kind of societal expectation and other people's comments.
Absolutely.
But so how to navigate that situation. Like I say, I think a lot of it comes down to other people's
That
Like
sounds like a
party-
them problem.
Well, party time, calling ahead can one of the, often they have like chips and nibbly crunchy things, can one of those things be
This
their
particular
preferred type brand of
or you bring
chip
Yeah.
Doritos, or you bring it and put it in the same
Yes.
format as the rest of the party, so that
Yeah.
they're feeling like they're included, but there's lots of opportunities to explore
Yeah, of
if
course.
they want to, but there's
Yeah.
that safe food that they can have.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that
that's-
sometimes,
Yeah, definitely.
but it is hard.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah, I mean restaurants in particular are very hard because even a hot chip, everyone does their hot chip different, right? Like there's a different
They're not the
seasoning on there,
same,
there's
yeah.
a different...
I see one like just a plain cheese
Just a-
pizza,
Yes.
but a certain base, certain cheese.
And how many come with sauce, right?
Yeah,
Or like
and
a
a certain
baseline
sauce with no flesh,
Yeah.
no fancy
Nothing.
bits.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
even going out just a plain cheese pizza is
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
you know.
I think for the older kids where there's a little bit more understanding, you can do some things around, you know, lots of places have menus on their
Yes.
websites that you can kind of do a bit more prep
Preemptive.
around.
Yeah.
You know, this is what this food says, maybe this is what you might like to eat or try, or
Yeah.
you know, stick to those cuisines. Maybe
Yes.
maybe you're not having Indian or
Yeah,
or
exactly.
Mexican, or you know, things that
Yeah.
are challenging, but in those kind of things and preempting it beforehand.
Yeah.
But also if you need to take a lunchbox somewhere.
Oh, I always do. I
That
have
is also okay.
I've got all sorts of stuff in the car, and, you know, just and
The handbag's full of just
Yeah.
bars or whatever the
Snacks,
safe
whatever.
it is, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And also that's okay to
Yeah.
make sure that you know that they're getting fed.
Yes.
But I think a big tough part of that is the judgment that comes
Yes.
with
Yeah,
it.
very
And
much
it's just
so.
not,
Yeah.
I mean.
And that's, I guess that's where you go back to the dinner thing, like, no, you sit down and eat it, and, or people put it in the fridge to the next day, get them for breakfast and stuff like that, you know, like it just doesn't work.
Well-intending relatives,
Yeah.
it's,
I know.
yeah, one of our biggest challenges
Challenges.
and hurdles is, you know,
And it just doesn't feel good. Like it just doesn't,
No.
and from a parent's point of view, to say,
Oh,
you then
yeah.
have to eat that, it's like, but
and we
Yeah.
know it doesn't work.
Yeah.
We know it
Yeah.
doesn't work.
No.
Yeah,
so.
it does, yeah,
No.
no, it doesn't.
there's no research to say that it does work. And I think, because I think a lot of people had that experience, right, when they were growing up,
Yes.
that they would have to finish everything on their plate,
Yes.
or have to eat all the Brussels sprouts and all the broccoli, and it would go under the table. You know,
Mm.
we've all had that experience.
Yeah.
But I guarantee you, like I know for me, it was Brussels sprouts.
Yeah, sure,
I don't eat Brussels sprouts now
yeah,
because it has a negative association to it,
Yes.
right? Like
Yeah.
it was not a good experience.
No.
So if I was wanting to eat that food, it would be available, but I would be
Yes.
pressed to do it.
yeah,
But we've all had that experience where there's a food growing up, we're like, corned beef,
Yeah.
can't touch it.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
Brussels sprouts, can't touch
Yeah.
it,
Yeah.
because it was in that
Negative
maybe
association.
negative
Yeah.
association, maybe
Forced feeding
forced,
type,
Yeah.
or served for breakfast the next day, you had to stay there, so you were sitting there for 5 hours. Like, it's just not.
Cold
No.
Brussels sprouts for breakfast.
Exactly.
No.
Like it's just not. It's just
No.
not great. So I think doing what feels good from a parent, like as a parent's
Mm.
point of view,
Yeah.
going actually as long as we're fed and they've got exposure, that's
Yeah.
a win. Like the dinner
Yeah.
times.
Exactly. Yeah.